chasing it bands, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance.
What an introduction to our day's outing on Stradbroke Island from the ticket office crew at Straddy Flyer. Thank you for showing your enthusiasm. Damn, wish I had asked your name. A healthy number of our walking group turned up for today's outing, and the weather turned on brilliant sunshine to liven everyone's spirits as we boarded the Straddy Flyer to Dunwich. The cheerful exuberance of the crew continued with deckhand Lizzie and skipper Christopher as we departed from Cleveland. We disturbed some local gulls as we arrived at Dunwich. Our bus to take us on our 18-kilometre journey from Dunwich to Point Lookout on the eastern side of the island. A few locals waiting to greet us as we approached the boardwalk. The beaches are beautiful on the ocean side of Straddy and far less crowded than the Gold Coast, and the water is pristine. There were significant numbers of whales offshore and managed to catch spouting and several whales on the surface, but the most significant breaching we saw was unfortunately out of frame in most instances. It is like fishing, however. Doesn't matter how many you catch, it is the experience that matters. Two whales breaching together in the top right of the screen, but a fair distance out. No, it is not an aircraft carrier, as I heard one person describe it, or an island. It's a very large container ship on the horizon. The humpback whales have spent the last few months in the warmer waters around the Great Barrier Reef and are now heading back to Antarctica for the return journey of their annual migration. I'd love to send the drone out there.
Bit windy, do you think? Oh, another one. Oh, there's the back of him.
The massive boardwalk is a wonderful addition to the sightseeing experience. Kath very kindly carrying my tripod to ease the load. We rarely miss seeing a number of turtles in the North Gorge and weren't disappointed this time around. As I hadn't used the drone in some time and did not do a test flight before the journey, I was very disappointed to discover I needed to relog back into the drone. Couldn't do it without Wi-Fi at home, and the penalty was that I was restricted to 30 metres in altitude and 50 metres in distance, so I couldn't fly out closer to the whales. Oh well, lesson for next time. Still managed to get some nice shots.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running, I won't get out of place. Lately, I've been moving close to the edge, still be looking my best. I stay on the beat, you can count on me, I ain't missing no steps. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could
watch YouTube. You can see how widespread the pods are. The Quandamooka Truth Embassy on the Point Lookout headland. It appears to have a permanent residency with several tents set up. Not a bad location to stay. It was set up in 2017 to protest the proposed development of a whale display centre on the headland, which would include a whale skeleton on the sacred land of the Quandamooka people. Heading down the 200 steps to Cylinder Beach with its pristine sands and rocky outcrops. The rocks are not always passable at high tide. There are signs warning about swimming at this site as it is not patrolled and includes dangerous rips. There have been drownings at this location.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I won't get out of pace. Lately, I've been moving close to the edge.
A dive boat obviously exploring the rocks offshore. Fortunately, not another 200 steps back up to the road, but still a reasonable walk to our meeting point before catching our bus back to Dunwich. Much larger crowd heading back in the afternoon. From what we understand, a large number of the young people were contestants in the World Ultimate Frisbee Championships. Beautiful shimmer on the water and Peel Island in the distance.